Hey, Pawn family, what's up? It's Yigal coming to you live after my root canal. Had a crazy root canal done yesterday. Had taken some pills. I've been out for the last couple of days in tons and tons of pain, but I'm back at it. Back here to give you as much value as I can, especially during these times when the busiest season's coming up, when a lot of people are extremely overwhelmed and anxious and stressed out. I do want to say this. I want to say that what the pawn community has gone through, what businesses have gone through lately, has been very overwhelming. So it's okay to be overwhelmed. Say hi. What's up? Hey, everybody. Don't forget to say hello. So I just want to say that, there's been a lot of overwhelm and a lot of stress with everything that's happening. And it's okay to be stressed out. It's okay to be overwhelmed as long as you keep on taking that step forward to keep leading. If you let the overwhelm consume you, then you're just going to get depressed and you're going to sit there staring at your screen doing absolutely nothing to move your business forward, to move the needle forward, and to create incredible, third quarter for you and your business. So because of that, I thought to myself, man, we haven't had a community call in a long time. Let's jump on a community call. I haven't been on Facebook the last 3 days because of the intense pain of my root canal, but that's over with now. So, and what I'm seeing is, I see some pawnbrokers saying that their loan balance is at 100% pre-COVID, some at 30%, pre-COVID. And so I want to get a feel for what's happening in the community. So just click on the link above, the Zoom link. Let's rock and roll together. We've had close to 100 people on these community calls. What's up, Butch? What's up, Rob? For those of you joining from the Facebook group, hello. I can't see a lot of your names. So we just want to get a feel for what's happening in the industry, what you're going through, what you need. And also, I want to open it up to Q&A. If you have questions about how to build a better culture, how to hire, marketing, strategy, I want to be on this call to give as much value as possible and to answer these questions for you so that you can go into November, December with at least not being so overwhelmed. I feel that a lot of people with that overwhelm, there's flight and freeze, or what is it? Fight, flight, or freeze. And a lot of pawnbrokers are fighting for their business. They're just unmotivated, not showing up to their business, not being present. And the worst of all is they're freezing. They're not doing anything. So in the chat box, let me know. I'm super curious. On a scale of 1 to 10, how overwhelmed are you at the moment with everything that's happened, everything that's going on, with the uncertainty of elections, uncertainty of civil unrest, uncertainty of another check coming from the government to people. So Donald says 7. Go ahead and just post in the comments. Just scale of 1 to 10. How overwhelmed are you? Bob says 4. I love you, Bob. Inspiration. I love you too, Donald. But Bob's a badass. He's always wakes up so positive, regardless of what's going on. And I want to kind of get a feel for it so that when we talk on Friday with everybody, I can really bring something to the table and show you guys how to get out of that overwhelm, as well as what's the kind of steps to take to be able to stop it from coming back so harsh so you can lead your team to move forward. So if you're just joining us, the question was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much overwhelm are you having at the moment because of elections, unrest, another check coming down the pipeline from the Democrats or Republicans? Someone's going to give the people a check. We don't know who it is, regardless of your political bias or which way you sway. We know that's going to come in. So the community call is this Friday thank you. I'll edit that in the comments. This Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific. The Zoom link is right on top for you to be able to put that in. Here, I'll put that in the description so I didn't forget. Thank you, Donald. So Rob Barnett says 8.8. Friday, that's right. I want to talk to you guys on Friday. This Friday, what's the date? What is that? Are we in November already? with all these pain medication I'm taking, my mind's it's the 30th. Awesome. October 30th, Friday, October 30th at 11 a.m. Pacific. You go to the link, there's a link above. Come hang out with me and with tons of other pawnbrokers to talk about how it's going for you in the industry, what's happening. Also to be able to just, I want to be able to answer questions. I get a lot of people reach out to me and I want to be able to answer your questions on, just what you need, what's happening, where are you stuck, what are you so overwhelmed with that you can't get focused to be able to really plan for the holiday season, right? Um, Donald says all the cool kids on the East Coast. That's right, 2 p.m. Eastern. Yes, sir. Um, so somebody said maybe 7, a 6. So we've got 6, 8.8, 4, 7. So we're all over the board, right? All over the board as to where you are um, in your overwhelm. See, it's not good to write and do a Facebook Live at the same time. But here we go. I just saved the changes in the group. Thanks, man. So let me just ask you this question before we get on this call on Friday. What are some questions that you might want to ask that if you knew the answer to, you'd be able to decrease your overwhelm? That way I can like really present and answer questions on Friday. So is it more about like how to find more team members? Is it more how to get my marketing in order? Is it more knowing my metrics and strategizing, planning? So Yigal says, 1 minute check-in. How are you? Let's hear it and go. So this is my check-in. I've been overwhelmed as well with my mom's stroke, my father's Parkinson's, my wife being pregnant with my root canal. But to be honest with you, I know what my mission is. And my mission is to improve the lives of pawnbrokers and build more leaders so that my daughters grow up in a better world, that I wake up every day with these crazy plans, crazy ideas, which you guys will see coming in the next 30 days to be able to implement. So Donald, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. So I've got some overwhelm, but I'm happy. And I'm happy because I'm grateful. And we talked about this in the mastermind meeting today for group 3. We talked for group 1, excuse me. We talked about how somebody woke up grumpy and somebody was angry. And then we start talking about how people don't have money to pay rent and people don't have food and people have illnesses and people are just thankful to be alive. So I'm thankful to be alive. I'm grateful to have a community that I can talk to, my pawn community, my pawn family. And, I'm grateful that my family has health. My wife, we got 3 weeks until the baby's due. So that's exciting. And I think when you're grateful, and this is in the Palm Planner, I teach this in the Boost program and in the Mastermind, when you write down your gratitude every single day, it's tough to wake up in a bad mood. It's tough to go about your day, with a frown because you're alive, you're walking, you're talking, you can smell, you can taste, you're not sick, your family's okay, and that's the most important thing. Cindy says, where can I order guns and ammo? Can't keep them on the shelf in Arkansas. I'll answer that question on Friday. And it's not through a dealer, but it's through some methods that some of the pawnbrokers have used my clients to get 30, 40, 60 guns at a time. But you have to be able to open your mind and be okay with doing something different. And if you're okay with that, Cindy, it might just work out for you. Even though I'm sure everybody in Arkansas wants to keep their guns, doesn't want to sell their guns, won't part with their guns at all, right? How do our employees deal with mask fatigue? I love that. Remember, ask that question to me on Friday. What a great question. What a great question. And there are some masks out there that are more breathable and all that good stuff, but we'll talk about that, right? Who was that who asked that question? I don't know, because you haven't clicked on the link for StreamYard to give them permission for me to see. But that's okay. I still love you. What other questions do you have that if you got answered, you would have less stress and less overwhelm in order to be able to be focused and to be able to crush November and December? So that's what we're going to be talking about on Friday, right? Cool. So go ahead and sign up. The link is above. I will go ahead and post the link in the comments as well, just in case you missed it, don't know how to see it, don't want to click above, which is fine by me, whatever you feel like doing. And the more people that we have on there, obviously the more of a pulse we're going to get for the industry, what's going on, the more questions will get asked. And there you go. The more questions will get asked, as well as the more questions we'll answer, and then you'll have more answers to more of questions that you might have but haven't answered yet, right? So I will put down. So Roosevelt Pond, great question. Cool. So there's the invite. Come in and join me. I'm going to go home. And first, my goal is to have a dance party with my daughters. I like to come home, put on YouTube, and we like to boogie and dance and have a great time, and then have dinner. And then hopefully I get some rest after 3 nights of not sleeping because of my tooth pain. So with that said, so Donald says, would love to hear specific community outreach ideas. Love it. Cindy says, and how to bring in more people to buy gold from and to sell more jewelry. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I'll do like a little presentation. How about that? I'll do a presentation that I did on a speech on Monday. I'll present it to you guys as to how to think differently and out of the box, so you can really see how to get your ideas going. Bob says, what will tax season be next year? Some say stimulus will change it. I don't have a crystal ball, but we'll talk about that for sure. Remember, come on that call on Friday, ask that question. Such a great question. And so I'm going to ask you a thing. When you come to the call on Friday and you ask a question, ask the question like you would your team member to ask the question, right? So, hey, how do I bring in more people to buy gold and sell more jewelry? My idea is XYZ. What do you think? That way you get your cognitive brain functioning to see if the idea is good. And then we'll all jump in and we'll give ideas. And imagine having 80 people come in, right? So Donna says, Jeff, what's up, Jeff? Great. Any questions that you need answered now? Like you can't wait till Friday. It's you're having an issue. I'd love to do that. Any questions you need answered now? Stimulus, that's the word. Yep. So the stimulus check is coming. Like, if you agree with me, say yes. If you don't agree with me, say no. Either the Republicans or the Democrats are going to release a stimulus check. Your community is going to have more money, and you're going to go through what you went through probably, March, April, May, whenever that stimulus check came out. And so how are you getting prepared? How are you getting ready for that? And that's something that we're going to talk about as well in the community call, and what people think and what they're going to do and all that type of stuff. So Donald says yes. So if you agree that a stimulus check is coming down the pipeline, give me a yes. If you think I'm insane, just write insane. Cindy says yes. Donald says, I say coming. It's coming. Money's going to come down somehow, right? Get ready to sell, baby. Yep. And so if you don't know how to sell, if you're not online, if you're not posting, if your website isn't up and running, if you're not doing all that stuff, you're going to miss out on big opportunities. And if you're not getting inventory now, you're going to miss out on some huge opportunities. Cool. All right. So I'm out of here. I'm going to have a dance party and dinner. Stay safe, stay healthy. Love you all. And if you have any questions beforehand, let me know. Send me the questions. We'll send you guys an email to the people who signed up to ask the question. And that way I can just hey, here's a question, and I'll give you my best answer. And then we'll have the community kind of chime in as to what's going on. Take care, everyone. Thanks for being on.